my cameras here. Is everybody having a good Monday? Oh, no. See, I already have this is not good. I've already have the day of the week wrong. Nothing but professional over here, folks. Okay, let's see. Where am I? Oh, there I am. Nope, that's a sip and so. Here we are. Okay. Oop, 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 oop. How's everybody doing? Why can't I open this? Oh, wait. Becky's here. Hi, Becky. Hi, Bryce. Okay. Sorry about that. Oh, I need to turn my volume
There's
down.
like 3 things up there.
Whoop, 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 whoop. Okay. And then I need to go on YouTube so my YouTube
Okay.
friends can
Not my phone.
communicate with me. Video. Live. I want to go to, nope, I don't want to do that. I want to view in live control room. Good Lord. Hi, thanks for joining us. All right, next. All right. If you are on YouTube, Instagram, or Facebook, say hi. Tell me where you're from. Oh, goodness, so many people. Okay. Hi, Mom. Nancy, hello, Miss Nancy. Hi, Missy from Redmond. Jennifer from Alabama. Hi, Carolyn. Nice to see you tonight. Lauren says, pretty blouse. Thank you. It's my pirate shirt. Arg, matey. Look, it has ruffles. Okay. Sorry. I need to pull it together. Okay, Missy is, yes, it is a bit smoky out. I agree. All right, well, let's get to it. We are in week 9 of our Quilt As You Go Sew Along. So let me back up a couple steps. If this is the first time you're joining me, my name is Darlene with Featherweight Doctor. I am a quilter, a quilt educator. I have an affinity for little tiny black sewing machines that were made in the 30s, 40s, 50s, and 60s. We call them Singer Featherweights. And hi, Donna, thanks for joining us. So during the summer, I was doing an interview on Wednesday night, kind of a shop talk, if you will. And I was getting harder and harder to get people to come join me because it was vacation season, and with the COVIDs, everybody was kind of let out of their house for a little bit. So I decided to do not a sing along. That would be something very different, and you do not want me to do that. A sew along, which kind of encouraged you to step out of your comfort zone when it came to your featherweight. There was piecing and quilting involved. It's a Quilt As You Go program. We are more than halfway through. If you're interested in picking up with us and getting caught up, all of the content is free. It's all available on our website, featherweightdoctor.com. You just scroll to the middle of the page and look under journal and blog posts. And you can click in and you can see all of the weeks. The whole program is kind of set up after the cities in Arizona that I visited. And actually, this city that we're doing tonight, Junipine, I did not visit, but it looked very much like high desert, very much like Flagstaff or the White Mountains. It had lots of tall ponderosa pines, and so tonight's block specifically has some trees in it. So Linda Wood from Texas. Hi, Linda, thanks for joining us. I'm just going to say hi to my friends for a few minutes, and then we'll get down to the interesting content. Carolyn is watching us from Ohio. Kathleen from SoCal. Hi, Kathleen. Melanie. Hi, Melanie. Carol Brown from Bainbridge Island. Hi, Carol. Katie's out of the hospital at least. Yay. Elaine from Marysville, Washington. Well, welcome, Elaine. I'm just down in Redmond, very close to you. Oh, good Lord. Evil twin sister is on. Did you have fun with her on Monday? Wish I was closer in Ocean Shores. Oh, have a 48 and just bought a Centennial 1950. Catherine, that is fun. The collection has begun. All right, let's talk about our block. First of all, I'm going to apologize because this was a lot more complicated than I thought. So we just did really simple quilting tonight because the piecework is kind of hard. So sorry. But look how cute. This is Junipine. I think it turned out great. This is all one fabric. This all this color gradation with those color gradation fabrics from E.E. Shanks. And because you guys, I didn't think you'd believe me, here's the fabric. Look at that. So I just cut 1.5 inch strip down, and I got all of those colors in one cut. And then I made this my treetops. Fun, huh? Hi, Sharon. Thanks for joining us. Okay. Oh, and Bonnie, you made my whole day today. I got your gift in the mail. I have never seen anything like that before. You guys, she took a book, like a book on Jacqueline Kennedy Onassis, which is one of my favorite first ladies, and made a featherweight by folding the pages on the edge of the book. That was so sweet. Made my whole day. Bonnie, thank you so much. Oh, good. Pam Green is on. Hi, Pam. Hi, Hope and Grace. Thanks for joining us. No evil twin sister tonight, girls. You'll have to represent the twins. All right. I want to show you what I've been working on today. I know this is off topic, but look, I started my Lucky Charm pillow. This is another one of those Jaybird quilt patterns for the Road to Nebula I've been working on. And I'm doing it in Halloween fabrics. Look at the little bits. Look at how cute. Here's my octagons. And look, I have little ghosts and spider webs. I mean, come on, you guys. How cute is this? So I only got 4 octagons cut out. Clearly I didn't get very far because I was busy with this and I had some quilts this week. So it's been kind of crazy around here. All right, let's get to piecing. We're going to do this. I gave you guys the cutting instructions yesterday. Sorry they were late. I just couldn't get my act together this week. We're going to do this as a strip piece quilt. So some of those, I'll tell you what to do with the instructions that I wrote, but we're going to put it together a little differently. It's just going to be easier for everybody. All right, so let's start with our pieces. We're going to strip piece the trunks of the trees, this section right here, this 3-piece section, because they're kind of tiny little seams, and I think it would go better. I need everybody to use a scant 1/4 inch seam allowance tonight, because there's a lot of pieces in here, and if you take liberty and get too crazy with your seam allowance, this is not all going to fit in the 8.5 inch square that we want it to. So what I did, you guys, I'm using fat quarters here. I don't have yardage of my fabrics. Oh. Becky said, love the Halloween fabric. It's a bit cute. Okay. So what I did was I took, these are my trunks. This was 1 inch cut. And I took this down the short side of my fat quarters. So this is an 18-inch strip. And I needed a little bit more, so I cut a second 18-inch strip, 1 inch, and we are going to make this into a longer strip. So I'm going to do the, like you're making binding method, and put these together like so, S-E-W, see what I did there? And I'm going to sew diagonally across, so I have a nice kind of diagonal join. I have my school bell again out. I know you guys are shocked that I'm still playing favorites for my school bell. I did use my my 222 this week because I was doing some events at the Woodinville, Washington wine country quilt shop named Gathering Fabric. Okay, so I just did my little join, and then I'm going to open this up so I have a nice diagonal. Yes, that is the right sides of the fabric are together. It didn't look like it for a second. Okay. Okay. So I just trimmed off my extra. I'm just going to finger press this seam open to reduce bulk. Okay, so now I should have about a 36-inch strip of trunk. And I'm going to take and flank either side with my, okay, I apologize about the cutting. This is a skinny little strip. This is a 3/4 inch strip. And I just cut it with a selvage to selvage. So this is going to be, oopsie daisy. This is going to be longer than I need, but it's okay. I'd rather have too much than too little, right? So again, I'm being really careful on these little baby strips to make sure that I have just a scant seam allowance. We're not getting carried away all willy-nilly with our seam allowance. And I'm just going to run down the length of the strip, and then I'm going to open it up and put the other white side on for the background around the trunk. So I was unaware that we were supposed to have more smoke today. I guess I need to watch the news more, but it just really depresses me, so I don't usually do that. I guess we had air stagnation and we're getting some smoke up here from the California fires. I knew something was up though, because when we woke up this morning, our master bedroom window faces the sunrise, and coming in through the window was the most beautiful pink sun I've ever seen. It was like shining on a quilt. And my husband was still in bed, and I was like, why is the sun pink? And then I clued in. Let's see here. Oh, some background noise keeps popping in. I don't know, Melanie. It's all quiet here. No one's having a dance party upstairs. Hi, Texas Honeybee. Thanks for joining us. All right, so I'm just going to kind of press this open. Oh, no, I don't do that. With my fingers. Okay, and then I'm going to take the second 3/4 inch strip. Make sure I have my right sides together. And I'm just going to flank this other side. There is something about this time of year that I absolutely love. I love the leaves starting to turn. I love the fact that the other day I got to wear my cute tall boots and I wasn't dying of heat. I just love the fall. Reagan and I have a discussion about what our favorite season is. And I like, when we lived in Arizona, there was no seasons at all. It was just like summer, and then really hot summer, and then summer all year round. And we missed, being from the Northwest, we missed having actual seasons. And so it has been one of the biggest blessings for me to come back here and be able to actually experience a fall and changing leaves. And hi, Carla. I see you. So when we're done with this little strip set, folks, it should be about 1.5 inches. If it's bigger, you took too much liberty with your seam allowances. Okay. All right, here's our strip set. And it's about 36 inches long. And I'm going to just make sure that I'm on my cutting mat here about 1.5 inches. Yep. Okay. So I did a good job not taking liberty. I think what I'm going to do, let me just finger press this. And we're going to cut our trunks all at one time. So if you refer to my cutting instructions, this was what I posted online. So I'm looking for the length of F, G, H, I, and a second F. We do two the same size on either side. So I'm going to go to my cutting instructions and I'm going to look, and F is 4.5 inches long. So I'm going to cut this to four. Actually, I'm going to cut 2 Fs. Oh, thanks, Scar. I'm not dressed up. I just have a blouse on and jeans. Just for you guys. Oh, goodness. Oh, there's my rotary cutter. Okay. I know I'm not supposed to cut towards myself. If you're on Instagram, you just saw that I avoided every major rule when you learn how to use a rotary cutter, and I cut towards myself. I promise I'll be careful. All right, so we need 2 4.5-inch bottoms of our trees for our F segments, as in Frank. Okay, and then I need a 3.5-inch segment for my G piece. G, and then H is 6 inches. 6. And then I is, hold on, sorry guys, having a brain meltdown. Okay, 5. Well, first we have to do 6, right? Yeah. So first I'm going to cut 6 and then a 5-inch piece. Hi, thanks for joining us. 5. Okay. And you have a little left over. That was so much easier than working with these tiny little pieces. Okay, oh, lots of questions here. Melanie, no one's in the room with me. I don't know, sweetheart.
I took care of it.
Well, Ray's here. Ray's producing over there.
I took care of it.
Oh, okay. Must be on my end. I'll watch you. Okay. Thanks for joining us, Melanie. All right, so I've got all of my segments for my trees ready to go. Now I'm going to cut the tops of my trees. So you should have 5 trees. 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I'm going to take my long, pretty rainbow strip, and this is 1.5 inches wide, and I'm going to I'm going to cut my strips in order so that the color gradation is similar. So I'm going to start with this darker purple side of my strip and that is piece B, which is a 4.5-inch strip. So let me start with my B piece. By the way, if I cut this down the long side of my fat quarter, so I think this is approximately 22 inches, if you're trying to fit all of the tree tops in one fat quarter strip, you want to be very conservative with your cutting, because I think at the end of this little strip, I had like not even 1/4 inch. So just don't get crazy. So the first strip, which is my B piece, is 4.5. And then I'm going to cut my C, which is 5.5. Okay, I'm keeping these in order. Then I'm going to cut my D piece, which is 3. 3. And then my E piece, which is 4. And then I should have like a smidge left over for a 4.5, yeah, like not even 1/4 inch. This is, that's not much of a scrap, is it? That's all I had left over. It's funny. Okay, so I'm going to put these in order so that I don't get messed up, because, you know, it happens. So, okay, I'm going to do this and this and this and this. Okay, my tree tops are on line here. So I just put them across my cutting board. Okay, and then I'm going to line my tree trunks up with them so that I don't get that messed up, because, you know, that's happened before. So this is going to be 4.5. This is the 4.5, so that's the other side. This is the long one in the middle, here, here, and here. Okay, I have my trees lined up. Let me show you. See? Okay. Alright, so all I'm going to start doing is chain piecing these and attaching them to the bases, the top of the tree to the trunk piece. Okay. see here. Oh, hi Susie. Susie's joining us. Thanks for joining. Anybody on, no one's on YouTube. If you are on YouTube watching me live, say hi. I can see my comment string. Okay, I have all 5 pieces. Now, I want to keep these kind of in order, and I don't want to get all crazy here. Okay, so this is like my first tree. I'm going to attach the other strips. What did I do with my, there. Almost lost my strips again. So the other strips that you need are just your background with our 2 wide by 8.5 long. So we're going to I'm going to start attaching them together. And I'm just basically going to just sew down the strips to assemble the block. All right. All right, so background piece to tree number 1. And I'm just going to move down the line and do tree number 2. So for any of you local gals, I am hosting an open sew tomorrow. That great fabric shop there in Woodinville, Washington, which is wine country if you're watching me from across the country. They are known for having like a very large concentration of vineyards in a small area. There's a great fabric shop there. The owner's name is Susan. She's amazing. Anyway, tomorrow, earlier this week, I did some presentations in a tent in her parking lot, because here in Washington State, our governor still has us pretty locked down in terms of how many people can gather and all that fun stuff. So anyway, we were able to use the tent of the restaurant that is next door to gathering fabric, and we kind of got it last minute, so there was no way of organizing any kind of a formal class or anything, but I'm doing just an open sew tomorrow for free. If you are local, you can come and bring a sewing machine and a featherweight, or it doesn't even have to be a featherweight, and I'll be there if you guys need help with patterns or anything like that. Just a kind of a fun, it's in an outdoor tent, and it's just kind of a fun way of getting to hang out with my community that I miss so much in this season. I'm hoping to work on my Lucky Charms Road to Nebula pattern, my pillow topper that I started today. It's my goal. I'm just running down the line here. I'm going to give you guys a real easy quilting instructions for the quilt as you go, because this block has so many pieces. I just thought I wasn't going to burn everybody out with one with one block in 1 week of our 18-week program. All right, so you can see it's building. Isn't that cute? Oh, so many comments. Okay. Hi, Sheila Broger. Thanks for joining us. Oh, Pam says, it reminds me of dress-up dolls. I didn't think about that. That totally is right. show us the scissors you're using. Oh, so Dara Roth, these are my Tula Pink rainbow metal scissors, and they're actually embroidery scissors. Someone scolded me one time that I was using embroidery scissors to cut threads, but they're really sharp, and I can't find my thread snippers right now. So we use what you got. So that's what I'm using right now. Reminds me of totally dress up dolls. Pam, I totally agree with you. Jennifer says, so sad today. I visited my favorite quilt shop in Columbus, Georgia, and they're closing their doors as of Saturday. Well, that's sad. That is sad, Jennifer. I hate that. Because of COVID. All of the shops in our area have been smoking busy. Like, they're not closing at all. In fact, if anything, they are trying to hire more help. Because all of us, you can't, like, pin a bunch of, like, creative people up for a quarantine and not expect us to, like, you know, dive deep into our stashes, make masks, make amazing masterpiece quilts. We have got nothing but time on our hands, right? So why not? All right. Melanie, hi, Mel from Mississippi. I'm finally on a holiday and not on evacuation from hurricanes. Thank goodness, girl. Brought my featherweight and found a great quilt store in Mary Esther, Florida. Cheers. That's awesome. Very fun. My husband often jokes that I am like a magnet for quilt shops. Like, I can't help myself. I can't help myself. That I can sniff one out anywhere I am. I can find the closest fabric shop without even using Google. It's like a moth to a flame. I can't stop. And I can assure you, when we were all shut in for 4 or 5 months up here on quarantine, I was not lacking in any type of fabric whatsoever, I can assure you. I probably had enough for a longer quarantine. All right, I'm almost there. One more background piece. Look at how cute those little treetops are. All right, the hardest part about my backing fabric that I'm using on this is making sure that I'm using the right side of the fabric, because it's a white on white fabric. And Lord help me if I'm not paying attention, I will sew the wrong side of the fabric. And even though probably no one can see that but me, it will drive me crazy. All right, that should be the last piece. All right. There she is. Let me just make sure she's the right. So, oh, look at that. That worked out. All right, guys. Well, that is Junipine for our Quilt As You Go Sew Along. Let me just show you the quilting pattern. I literally just stitched right here down that seam, over to the next tree, up, down this way. I just zigzagged. That's all I did. Can you guys see just a couple of straight lines? There was just too much going on with this block to have a complicated quilting pattern also. So anyway, that is my block for the week, and you have the quilting instructions, the cutting instructions, and now you have this video for your piecing instructions. If anybody has any questions for me, feel free to email me at info@featherweightdoctor.com. I will be back on, today is Wednesday, Darlene. Okay, so Friday for my sip and sew. I think I'm going to be working on, my hope is to have this Lucky Charm pillow topper together so I can quilt that with all of my friends on Friday night. You can find me right back here. Oh, she said, going to be a great quilt. I'm so excited. Look at how cute it is. It just keeps building, and I just keep loving it even more. When I had drawn the original plan, sometimes I have trouble seeing the end result of things, and as this has gotten better and better and better, it's just really grown on me, so I'm pretty thrilled. Anyway, I don't know what the block is off the top of my head for next week, but I should be on it on Monday, getting that posted on the blog. I really appreciate everybody joining me tonight. As always, you're a lot of fun. And so I guess I'll see you Friday, 4 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. If you haven't already, like this video, and then go ahead and like, subscribe, or follow us on all of those platforms.